Hi everyone, I'm Timothy Roberts, Professor of Saxophone at Shenandoah Conservatory in Winchester. And it is time once again for all Virginia band auditions. And many of you are here because you want to audition for the saxophone section of the All Virginia Band. Hopefully I can help you understand the audition excerpt a little bit better and to offer you some tips on how you can play this better. This is the Rotation C Etude by Robert Wall, which is posted on the VBODA website. So we will play it for you first and then come back and talk to you a little bit about it afterwards. Okay, so the first thing that we need to talk about with this is that you need to approach this etude completely different than your Fairling etudes or your Voxman etudes or your Rubek etudes, however you're working on whatever book you're working with your private teacher. These aren't standard etudes. It doesn't really take a standard musical direction in the line that is written in here. And you probably wouldn't want to program this for a recital or for a college audition. These are excerpts that are designed to show the judges in about 60 seconds that you can master quick changes in time and key and articulation and style and character. So don't try to make more of it than what it is. Your job in playing this etude is to be as accurate as you can with everything all the performance instructions that are written in the piece. So the first step I think you should do is go through and mark all your courtesy accidentals, and there's plenty of them. The key stays the same through the whole piece, but there are the accidentals take some crazy and unexpected turns pretty much in every measure. Pay particular attention to the C sharp in measure 7. For me, that one was particularly unexpected. Just remember there's 32 students auditioning for 4 places in this band, and I would imagine that over half of the students auditioning are going to be marked down for missing at least one accidental. So don't be one of the ones that misses an accidental. Take care of it in advance of going in the room by making your marks on your music. After accidentals, the next costliest mistake that you can make on the excerpt is consistency in tempo, I think. So consider this piece as being constructed in 3 statements of an A theme. So the way I see it is these statements are from bars 1 to 7, and then the next statement of the same theme is from 7 to 14, and the third statement of the theme is from measure 15 to the end. Separating the first and the second statements and the second and third statements are these rambling sets of 16th notes in bars 6 and in bar 14 that serve as transitions between the 3 statements. So the key here in recognizing the form is to make sure that you return to the same tempo that you began the etude with when you're returning to the second and third statements. So after accidentals and after correct tempos, the next thing I would worry about with this is breathing, and decide on in advance where you're going to take your breaths. Don't try to improvise that as you go along. And remember that a breath doesn't have to be at a rest. It can be anywhere that breaks a musical idea. So unless you're circular breathing through this, which I don't think many of you would be, I would recommend taking breaths after measure 5, beat 2, measure 9, beat 2, measure 12, beat 4, measure 15 after beat 1, measure 20 after beat 2, and measure 22 after beat 3. A couple more specific ideas that you can do on this. At the end of bar 13, the initial tendency for me when I was learning this was to start the retard immediately. But then when you move to the next line, you see that the same retard continues until the beginning of bar 15. So you want to take it very gradually. In effect, you've got 5 beats to slow down your already slow tempo of about 84 before resuming your 84 tempo again at bar 15. So just be careful that that is one gradual retard that crosses over a line. And then another tip is on the very last note of the piece. You have a lot of potential to really sound great on this last bar. And so kind of take this last note in the last bar in 4 steps. Really sit on the E leading into it, the next to last note, put a long tenuto into that, make that the leading note into the last note. Don't put any vibrato on that E leading into the last note. And then when you hit the last A, hit it with a nice, warm, thick vibrato. Hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. Start to fade the vibrato, then start to fade the sound. Then you go to air. The air ends, and you gently release the note, the instrument from your mouth at the end. So 4 steps: releasing vibrato, releasing sound, releasing air, and then releasing the mouthpiece from your mouth. This etude is a little shorter than they have been in prior years, so it's extra important that you not make any mistakes on this, and that you take care to nurture every single note that you're playing on this. And then the last thing I want to mention to you is the same thing I mention every year. The best thing that you can do going into this audition room is think outside of the music itself and remember why you are in this room in the first place. Be grateful for the fact that you're given the talent and the ability to audition for the best band in Virginia. Not many students have gotten as far as you have, and it's important to realize that being grateful for why you're in the room, that you've got an ability to do something that no one else is able to do. So you should think about that it's not possible to be nervous and grateful at the same time. So if you're thankful for why you're in that room, being able to play the music that you love to do, you can't be nervous. Try it sometime. You can't be nervous and grateful at the same time. And having that little piece of knowledge can really help you with anything that you do in your life, not just playing music, but just remember to be grateful, and it will help you from being nervous. So good luck on your audition. I hope this short little video helps you. You can contact me through Facebook or through the Shenandoah University website. I would welcome any comments or questions that you have on this etude or about anything saxophone. Good luck.